Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the troublesome reign of King John, and we get to hear from King John today in Act 2, Scene 2, who was just recently accused of raving like a madman. He started out this scene already rather apprehensive because it's Ascension Day, which is the day that the prophet said he was going to lose his crown by, and he then also learns that Arthur is now dead, so he has the prophet killed because that makes him feel better, whatever. And then Philip the Bastard shows up to say that the nobles, like Essex and Salisbury and Pembroke, have all sided with Louis the Dauphin, and they want to elect him king. So King John was sort of raving about how bad this is, and Philip was like, well, I feel like I should stay, but I also feel like you don't want that. And King John's like, well, you're a traitor too, so get out of here. And Philip goes to leave, but then John calls him back. And that's when Philip the Bastard is like, you're raving like a madman right now. And King John says, a madman? Philip, I am mad, indeed. My heart is mazed, my senses all fordone. And John of England now is quite undone. Was ever king as I, oppressed with cares? Dame Eleanor, my noble mother queen, my only hope and comfort in distress, is dead, and England excommunicate. And I am interdicted by the Pope. All churches cursed, their doors are sealed up, and for the pleasure of the Romish priest, the service of the highest is neglected. The multitude, a beast of many heads, do wish confusion to their sovereign. The nobles, blinded with ambitious fumes, assemble powers to beat mine empire down, and, more than this, elect a foreign king. O England! Wert thou ever miserable? King John of England sees thee miserable. John, 'tis thy sins that makes it miserable. Quid deliriant regis, plectuntur archivi. Philip, as thou hast ever loved thy king, so show it now. Post to St. Edmund's Bury, dissemble with the nobles, know their drifts, confound their devilish plots and damn devices. Though John be faulty, yet let subjects bear. He will amend and right the people's wrongs. A mother, though she were unnatural, is better than the kindest stepdame is. Let never Englishman trust foreign rule. Then, Philip, show thy fealty to thy king, and mongst the nobles plead thou for the king. So John is not doing so hot here, is what this boils down to. He's like, yes, I am raving like a madman right now because I'm a madman. Has any other king ever had to put up with all of this stuff? And then he starts listing off the bad things that are happening to him right now. One of them being, we learn that his mother Eleanor has died. In Shakespeare's version, we learned that a couple scenes ago, but in this version, that hasn't been brought up yet. So we learn here that Eleanor has died, and also we already knew this, but he lists off that he was excommunicated from the church, and that all of the churches are shut down, kind of, his own fault that happened, and that all of the people are angry with him. All of his subjects are angry with him, and the nobles have gone off to plot against him, and worse than that, they elected a foreign king. Louis the Dauphin is French, and they are backing a French king to rule England. So he's like, England has never been in such a bad state. This ends 3 lines with the word miserable, about how miserable England is. And in the last of those 3, John realizes that this is his fault. He says that it's his own sins that have made England this miserable. So he turns to Philip the Bastard and he says, I need your help. I need you to go talk to the nobles and get them to stop whatever it is that they're doing. I will make amends. I will make peace. I will fix all of the stuff that I've done wrong. He's like, it's much better He talks about a mother, even though she's not great, being better than a stepmother. He's saying, you know, an English king should be ruling England, not a French king. It's better to have an Englishman in power than anybody from anywhere else. So go and make amends with the nobles, and we'll try to make amends with the people as best we can. Please, if you are still loyal to me, go and do this. And Philip the Bastard is like, yeah, I will. And he starts to go, and then he has a little aside where he empathizes with John and sort of what a miserable state John is in at the moment. Again, the word miserable. And then once the bastard has left, John is going to share another monologue with us tomorrow on sort of his state of mind at the moment. So we will get to hear that then. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.